Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing great because Battlefield 6 is amazing. It's honestly everything that I hoped it would be. It's still as much fun as I remember the beta being, except there's more maps and more weapons obviously. And it's just overall a great time. Hopefully they don't fumble it 6 months from now. And the game is already a massive success. There were over 700,000 people playing on Steam at once yesterday. And I think I saw a picture somewhere that said there were over 1 million people in the queue to get in at one point. Now, I think most people who have played the game so far would agree it is a very fun game. No skill-based matchmaking to skew your lobbies and control how many wins you get. Everything seems pretty balanced for the most part in terms of weapons and vehicles. Nothing feels super OP except maybe the shotgun, but that's mainly because its range is just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, extremely fun game overall. However, not everybody shares that sentiment, and one of those people, of course, is none other than DSP. And why does he hate the game, you may be wondering? Well, if you've ever seen DSP play games before, you would probably be able to guess it's because he's bad. Because apparently, him being bad, according to him, makes the game not fun and poorly designed. So I figured we could take a look at a few clips of him just being bad at the game and then blaming the game for his skill issue, and just have a good laugh about it. But before we get into that, if you keep coming back and watching these videos, especially the Battlefield ones, and you haven't subbed yet, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 30k. And tomorrow we'll be doing an all-day Battlefield stream to celebrate 25k. It was supposed to be today, but I decided I wanted to get this video out first. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the clips and find out how Battlefield 6 is bad because DSP is bad.
How did I die instantly? How the fuck am I instantly dead? When I popped out of cover and fired on him, I'm instantly dead. What the fuck is wrong with games today? Really? You understand what fun is? How am I supposed to have fun when everyone just instantly kills me and I have no chance to shoot anything? Fucking stupid.
You died instantly because you challenged a guy with an SMG at point blank when you had an AR and you missed all of your shots. How is this the game's fault in any way? You missed. Also, your webcam was covering part of the kill feed, but it looks like the dude hit a couple headshots, so I think that dude was literally just better than you. How is that a game issue? How are you gonna say to that, oh, what the hell is wrong with games today? It doesn't matter what game this is. It could have been Call of Duty, Titanfall, any game. If you miss your shots, you're going to lose a gunfight. If that makes the game less fun for you, then maybe get better at it. Also, don't think I missed the fact that you ran past your down teammate right into 2 enemies. If you're gonna ignore your down squad mates, that is absolutely deserved. And then there's 4 healers all within 25 meters of him, and he just gives up immediately. This dude is the epitome of a COD refugee. Trying to play the game like it's COD, not rezzing his teammates, missing all his shots, blaming the game for it. If you're not gonna learn how to play a game, you don't deserve to have fun while playing it. It's as simple as that. But of course, it can never be his fault.
Yes, I look bored because the game is boring. That's why I look bored. Like you saw with the Call of Duty beta, at first I was like, this is stupid, but then when you get into the silly gimmicks of the weapons and shit, you get have fun. I might not be good at it, but I still have fun. This is like, I'm so bored. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Every time that I die, it's because I either get a horrible spawn where someone's already shooting me, or I fire on them first and I just die anyway. Wow. That's just such fun gameplay.
That's called a skill issue, Phil. What you just described is a skill issue. If you're firing at the enemies first and you're dying, it's because you're missing your shots. Unless the game has horrible weapon balancing, which again, this game does not. And I love that he says, oh, I'm spawning and immediately dying. My brother in Christ, you pick where you spawn. And if you're trying to spawn on a teammate or on like a vehicle that's already being used or something, it'll give you a little camera feed in the bottom right to show you what's going on, so you can know what you're about to spawn into. And then of course, like I said, he's a COD refugee. He just pulled out the COD comparison. Guarantee he's bored because he can't just run around the map aimlessly, and he actually has to, play tactically. I mean, like he just said right there, he has no idea what he's doing. Phil, there are tutorials in the game for each game mode. Why don't you play those? Or at least read the description of the game mode so you know what the objective is. It's pretty simple. Capture objectives, kill enemies, come out on top with the higher score. And of course, play like a squad. Assist your teammates when they need it, revive them when they're they're down right in front of you. Come to think of it, I don't know if a single clip we're gonna watch today has Phil reviving anybody in it, which is hilariously ironic. He's complaining about not having fun, but one of the biggest things that makes Battlefield not fun is when people don't do their job, and there's 5 medics sitting around you and none of them revive you. That's unironically the most annoying thing that's been happening to me so far in the game. Little advice to all the people who play support out there: revive people when they are down. That is your job. If you don't want to revive people, then don't play support.
Dude, I can't see anything. All you see is smoke. You can't see any enemies or anything, and then you're instantly dead. What the fuck's the point of playing? If I can't see anything in the game, why am I playing the fucking game? I might as well just keep my eyes closed.
You know, I do find it pretty funny that it seems like no matter what game Phil plays, there always seems to be a visibility issue, but it's only when he plays it. Isn't that interesting? Maybe you're just bad at seeing things. I'm not up to date on the Phil lore, but isn't he supposed to be wearing glasses? And he just doesn't? Like, if you have glasses and your eyesight's bad, wear them. And oh, by the way, that guy was right in front of you with a red dot over his head, and you got shot multiple times before you went down, so you had plenty of time to back off and save yourself, but you just sat there. Again, this is not an issue with the game. This is an issue with you. This is user error. If you don't see the guy with the red dot over his head right in front of you, that is a you problem. There wasn't any smoke covering the guy or anything. He was right there. The smoke was off in the distance. Also, can I just ask, why are you just aiming an RPG into the smoke? You should have your primary out for that. Unless you see a tank, you shouldn't have your RPG out. Especially that one. Like, that, it's not even an RPG. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where the rocket automatically tracks to a tank and then goes down from the top. That one is not meant to kill infantry at all, but why am I expecting Phil to know literally anything?
Can you see anything? Can you see anything? Look at the street. The street is full of smoke. I can't fucking do anything. How am I supposed to play the game?
Yes, I actually could see that guy, because as soon as he shot at you, a red dot appeared over his head, showing exactly where he was. Unfortunately, you have the reaction time of a snail on antidepressants, so you just stood there and got shot by him. And yeah, there's a lot of smoke. You know why? The building you were in just collapsed, first of all. Also, people are firing their guns and grenades are exploding. There's gonna be smoke and dust in the air, and if you can't see through it, then maybe you shouldn't be standing out in the open with no cover. This dude literally just wants to be handed free kills and wins. Like, how about you actually play smarter?
I don't know what to do. I'm not affected. I can't see anything with the sniper because the entire street's full of smoke. I can't ever see the tank because I'm dead instantly, so I can't destroy the tank. There's no point in picking assault because I can't get close enough to do anything. So what are you supposed to do playing this game? Exactly.
Okay, DSP, that is a complete lie. You have absolutely been very close to enemies several times. The reason you can't do anything is because your aim sucks. And as we just established, you not being able to see through the street is not because of the smoke. It's because you're literally ignoring the giant red dot above the enemy's head. That basically should tell you, hey, aim 2 inches down, pull the trigger, and you'll get a headshot. I'm unironically starting to wonder if this dude has tunnel vision, because all of this stuff he's complaining about is very visible and it's within his field of view, but if it's not directly in front of him, he complains that he can't see it. Like, dude, maybe try looking around and using your peripheral vision a bit more. And if you're dying instantly to tanks without being able to do anything, I think that's just an awareness issue. Tanks are very big and very loud, and I'm pretty sure they're always visible on the minimap. Now, are you sometimes gonna get sniped by a tank in one shot and you couldn't do anything? Sure, but that's part of the game. Just respawn and go back after the tank now that you know it's there. Sometimes you have to die or go down to learn information. You can't be 100% prepared for every situation all the time. Unfortunately, you happen to never be prepared for any situation at any time.
I fired one bullet, I was already instantly killed. There's nothing I can do again. Just... Wow.
Maybe if you didn't spend 5 seconds looking off into the distance at nothing and just cleared the left side of the roof faster and then turned around, you would have seen the guy sooner and you could have shot at him sooner. But instead, you looked into the distance, then ran forward, then turned around, and then saw the 2 enemies behind you. Also, why are you solo rushing a rooftop as a sniper when you're using your pistol? You're just straight up not even playing the right class at that point to make that kind of move. And we all know you're sure as hell not good enough to kill somebody with a pistol. Like, what even was the plan there? Maybe if you actually communicated with your team, worked with your squad, went up together, and were playing a more optimal class, you actually could have killed them. Also, I'd like to point out, I pointed this out in my Doom the Dark Ages video on DSP as well, but it looks like with the way he's moving that he's on controller. I'd like you all to notice that he is in fact on keyboard and mouse. How you play on keyboard and mouse and still move in this way is genuinely impressive. And even then, that's an insult to people who play on controller. This dude walks around in this game like he's playing Sea of Thieves and he constantly has a broken leg.
You can't do anything. Like, what is the point of playing this game? You spawn, okay, let's see, where am I? What's going on? Explosion, 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 explosion. Gas, gas, explosion, explosion, explosion. Everyone shoots you. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. The difference is, though, most people are aware of their surroundings. If you were actually looking in front of you, you would have seen that guy before he shot you. And maybe you could have shot at him first and potentially killed him. Although, let's be real, you would have missed your shots and blamed it on the game anyway. But dude, are we really complaining about explosions and gas in a game about war? This is the kind of stuff that makes Battlefield so awesome. Those insane explosions happening around you that literally transform the environment, having to constantly be on your toes and be aware of your surroundings. That is what people love the game for. If that's not for you, then just go back to Call of Duty. Specifically, go play Black Ops 6, because that game has skill-based matchmaking, so at least it'll protect you from better players. Although, if he plans on playing BO7, he might actually not have a good time, because they actually removed skill-based matchmaking, at least temporarily. Who knows, maybe the garbage 1 to 2% of players like DSP will somehow convince Activision to put it back in. They're more than likely going to for Modern Warfare 4 or whatever game comes out next year, but hopefully we can at least have BO7 without skill-based matchmaking for the full year, maybe. I don't know, I'm not holding my breath. I'm just gonna keep enjoying Battlefield for now. But yeah, anyway guys, with all that being said, that is all the clips I've got for today, and I hope it's clear that if you don't enjoy Battlefield just because it's not your game, that's fine, but don't be like Phil and blame the game and call it bad because you are bad at it and you don't understand what you're doing. Just be honest with yourself and play a game that you enjoy. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, if you've been playing Battlefield 6 recently, then let me know how you're liking it. In case you couldn't tell by now, I've been loving it, and I honestly might just make a video dedicated to talking about what I like about it. There are a couple issues, like one of the maps in particular isn't very good, but overall, there's not too many negatives, so like I said at the beginning, hopefully they don't mess up the live service. So yeah, anyway guys, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more. Join us every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on the gaming channel for gaming streams, and again, join us tomorrow at 11 a.m. EST for the all-day Battlefield celebration stream, and I will catch you all next time.